Welcome to Lesson 9.9, Finding the Volume of Rectangular Prisms. Right, so the first thing we need to know is what is a cubic unit. A cubic unit is the amount of space in a cube that is 1 unit long, 1 unit tall, and 1 unit wide. Volume is the number of cubic units needed to fill the space inside of a figure. Okay, so for your cubic unit, you can draw a cube. And to draw a cube, you draw 2 squares. And then you connect their corners. And it is 1 by 1 by 1. Alright, so we're going to take a look at what really happens with volume. So if you take a look at the length of this figure right here, we have a length of 2, a width of 4, and so we have an area of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But because it does not build upwards, okay, we have a height of nothing. Okay, so because this doesn't build upwards, this has no volume. But if we bring it over here and make it 1 cubic unit tall, then we have a volume of 8 cubic units. Now let's say I take this and I copy it, and now I make this 2 cubic units tall. My length is still 2, my width is still 4, so my area is still 8, but now that my height is 2, my volume is 16. If I do this again and triple it, again, my length doesn't change, my width doesn't change, so my area doesn't change, but since my height changes, my volume changes. So my area is always the same, so I always find the area of that bottom base, and then I multiply it by however many layers I have. So if I have 4 layers, I take that area of 8, and I multiply it by 4, and I get 32. So if we take a look at this, this tells us that the formula for volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height of the shape. So the area of that base times the height of your shape. Alright, so if we look at this one, you have this one in your notes that I would like you to do with me. We're going to do this one together, and then I will do this one with you, and this is what you'll post on Edmodo. Okay, so for this one we have a base of a rectangle, and the base is 36 by 80. So first we find the area, which is base times height. So 36 times 80, and 36 times 80, 8 times 6 gives me 48, carry the 4, 3 times 8 gives me 24, so my area is 2,880 square inches, okay, because it's flat right now, we don't have any height to it. But now we have to take that area and multiply it by our height. So I use a capital H to note that it's the height of your prism. So our area was 2,880 times our height of 20. Okay, and just to check our work and make sure that we are on the right track, we'll go ahead and use the calculator. So we did 36 times 80, and then we're going to take the 2,880 square inches and we're going to multiply that by 20, which will give us 57,600 cubic inches. Now again, the reason that we have cubic inches is because if you look at this as a whole, we're taking inches times inches to get the inches squared, and now we're taking inches squared times inches. So we take that 2, we're adding another inches to it, so now it's inches cubed. Okay, I want you to try this problem on your own. When you come back, we'll go over it and check your answer. Alright, you should have found that the area of your base was 10 times 10, which gives you 100 square inches. The volume then is that 100 square inches times your height of 4, which gives you 400 cubic inches. I know that some of you are looking at it and saying, well, I can just do 10 times 10 times 4. I'd really like you to focus on that the volume is the area times the height, because that will help you when we work on the area of cylinders. So please make sure that you're working on finding the area and then using the area to find the volume. You're going to do problem number 2 on your own, and you're going to post your answer on Edmodo. If you have any questions, make sure to write them down or post them so we can go over them in class.